Welcome to the new channel, and this channel is going to be mostly used for games other that I play, and one of those games is Age of Empires 2. So jumping into it, we're playing a game here as the Mongols, playing against the Japanese, around 800 ELO, currently 843 here. And basically what we're doing, just getting started out. We got the two houses down, we're starting to eat on the sheep, and we're just scouting right now, trying to see where we need to go and trying to basically see, where we need to go. Where should we go? Where should we be looking? All that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing here. This is what I can see currently. This is what I have mapped out. So currently finding the sheep, going to be the main thing you're trying to do here. We already found the main group there. And then we have a sheep scouting for us here, trying to find other sheep. Then the horse is trying to grab all of the other ones. I believe there's some over here that we end up finding a little bit later. But basically, we're just scouting out the map. You have no idea what our opponent is doing. They have no idea what we are doing. Here's some sheep that we still have not found. But basically, what we're doing as the Mongols and at 800, we kind of understand what we're supposed to be doing as far as build order. We're kind of modifying it a little bit based on what you want to do with the Mongols. What I was thinking with the Mongols is we want to go cav archers in this one. So we kind of want to build around a little bit of archery for the cav archers, but mainly we want to get the stuff for the horse and the cavalry line. So we'll show that here in a little bit when I get to it. Right now, the biggest thing is the idle TC. We want to make sure we keep that down. As you see, we are going up in idle TC. Not sure why, just not paying attention. And we are gathering the sheep. And we got 3 on wood and 4 sent over here. And what we looked at here in playing this is we saw that there was a ton of herdables. And as Mongols, herdables are your friends. So we wanted to make sure we took some herdables. The next guy out takes the boar here off the berries. And so we bring him in and we'll see the timing on this boar as the sheep goes away. The boar comes in. We take out the boar for the extra food here, and we're just going to speed it up a little bit. I'm not going to bore you with these things, but I do want to talk about what I was thinking and kind of where the game either goes right or wrong here. So we got the mill coming up as always in the build order, and something for the Mongols is their cav archers are very good. One of few games now with the cav archers, and so we wanted to be able to do that. We wanted to be able to use the cav archers on this one, but so we're building the stuff up we need to. Notice we got another house up. He's got 20 population on his side, very even at this point, just looking to go up to feudal, and he's kind of working on the same thing over here with the sheep as well. Looks like he's actually on some berries here while taking in his sheep. He's got a guy on wood. He's got 2 wood. Now he's got 2 wood locations here for him. And we're still going up here at 19. Got 19. He's got 18. You see the difference in the idle TC here. We only have 14 seconds. He has over a minute. So we have almost 2 vil lead on him as we're gaining more here because we are fighting. He sees that. And us fighting knocks his idle TC even higher. And we are getting ready to go up to feudal. As you know, you need 500 food for feudal. You also need 2 of the buildings, which the mill and the wood camp count. You see us going out here. We're going to go after these herdables. So we build another mill here so that we are faster to the herdables. And then basically what we do is we just try to take the herdables here and get the extra food, which is going to help us. As you can see, we are going up to feudal. He's already up to feudal there as well. So he's actually ahead of us by about a minute and a half. So we're kind of late there, but we are actually kind of focusing on going to castle quick. Basically at 800, a lot of players, it's basically fast castle. If I can get early damage, I'm fine. Here I struggle to even get stuff up in the right time. I was so worried about the herdables and stuff that I didn't do a very good job of attacking. And looking at his base, if I could have attacked, I do end up killing a villager actually that we missed there in a second. But if I actually did good at attacking right here, you see him killing the villager and got one down. So I have a actually pretty big score lead. I'm up by 300. We're both in feudal, telling me that, hey, we kind of have the advantage as far as everything goes. He's got extra guys on wood right now. He's got 10 and 7, 10 or 11 on wood, 7 on food. I got 10 on wood and 15 on food. As you see, we are doing the herdables. And he actually gets us a little bit of attack here on us, ends up killing one of our vills, so we're actually even when it comes to vill count. Send these guys back into the TC so that we don't get hurt. Spearmen come out, try to help with the raise from the hussars. And then we're just taking our scout here. And the reason we're kind of running this is I want to make sure that these guys are safe on the herdables. Very important, as you can see, 1,200 food here. And this is kind of the first problem we run into. Way too much food. I saw that he was going with the scout cavalry, and so I was like, oh, I'll just make a bunch of spearmen. But he was actually really smart in adding a few of the archers in, because that means that they can kind of pick off the spearmen, and then the cavalry can kind of run free. So smart on his part to kind of do that. That kind of limits what I could chase with spears. But we do actually make more spears. We kind of keep them in good locations. We keep a spear here just in case they attack. As you can see, it runs them off. Keep a couple spears here. Got guys loaded. We got 3 of them in here that we keep here just in case he attacks this wood line, which you will see here in a second. He actually does. But at this point, we're going up to castle. We are early castle, kind of what we wanted to do. But at this point, we need to make a decision on what we want to use to fight. I don't lose a single vill here, which is nice because the spearmen come out and kind of save us. But at this point, I need to be making... I made this archery range because I wanted to go cav archers. But at this point, being so fast to castle, I should have known by the score here that we are going... If we're going up and we're that far ahead, that probably means he has not gone up yet. So we should have known that when going up. And so we hit that. We had another archering range here. We should have added a stable. As you can see, no stables yet. We are getting some helpful stuff with wheelbarrow. But now he's attacking our guys, so now we got to fall back and send all of these guys over here to this wood. We're building our second TC, which I think is fine. Help with the boom there. Currently, the vill count 34 to 35. And he is going up to castle. Now, if I would have went instead of thumb ring and cav archers... cav archers aren't necessarily going to work too crazy here because he has so much army already. What I needed to do was throw down something and make knights go over, raid his eco. He has nothing at home against knights. Now, the cav archers made sense. I obviously have to get a big mass, so that's why they're kind of stuck inside here. He sees there's something inside. He doesn't know what it is. There are cav archers waiting. I unload 2 here. Now I'm kind of unloading them and bringing them out here to try to fight. And you'll see here in a second that my cav archers end up doing their job a little bit. But again, waited way too long. Now he's in castle, which means he can start bringing out better things. Seeing what he did there. See, he took out my 2 spearmen without losing a single archer. Now we got the cav archers coming out. Now we have the advantage. Let's attack, attack, attack. But then... the lonely skirm. The skirm throws a wrench in everything. And this is where I think we get too passive. I think we come over here like it should. We need to be attacking this wood line right here instead of attacking the house. We need to attack this wood line. We need to attack this gold right here. His guys were out of range. They're over here doing nothing. You still see they're still not in fighting position. He's gathering his army. Finally, we hit the gold here. We only take 1, 2, 3, 4, kill 4 guys off of the gold, which honestly isn't that big a deal. But now that we have that second TC up, he does not have his second TC up. He's currently building it. So we are super far ahead, 20 villagers ahead here. Looking at this score right here, this tells me we should be raiding. So the problem is he uses knights and he uses skirms, which counter cav archers. Cav archers are good if in big balls and big numbers against knights, but not great against skirms because skirms are just so cheap. The cav archers you have to spend gold on And so to throw them away to skirmishers, not what you want to do. We also made some pikes. We also made some spearmen so that we could fight the knights that they have. We also kind of know that over here is kind of our bad side. And so we decide that, hey, let's make sure we kind of just put down houses so we can see them coming, but not putting anybody over there that might die. Now he's smart, drops a castle here right on our faces, right on our nose, on top of the hill. Gonna be hard to take out. We should have already, as we get in here and kind of raid and kill his eco here. This is where it's kind of a big throw here. We needed to do a better job of knocking the knights out or getting out of here. And I basically got cornered, lost all my army, down to 9 army. We decided to throw up a castle here to try to cover this area. I don't want him on that gold, but now looking at it, he doesn't have that much gold left on it. I mean, this one has 700. This one's almost gone. So basically 1 tile of gold is being taken by that castle. And then right here, he ends up building this castle with only 3 villagers. This should have been something I saw, as it's right next to archery range. I just was not paying attention. Could have tried to deny that. But now that we know that's over there, we're like, hey, we got to get another castle up in defense. We need to go up to Imp to try to treb it down. I put up a tower here to try to help us kind of knock out these people, and we do. We get a few kills. We did its job, but these guys standing around need to send him the gold. We do here in a little bit, but look who goes up to Imp first. He does, which means we are already have a problem because he's going to get to the trebs first. And the worst problem about it is we could have went up to Imp. We had the res, just was not paying attention. We should have gone up early, and we would have been able to bring out a couple of trebs and knock down his castle, probably no problem. At this point as well, I'm still making cav archers. They're not working. I shouldn't have used them, or I should have grabbed these guys and gone in and raided again. There's another, what, 9 guys on wood I could have killed. His eco would have been just absolutely gone at that point. If I would have killed 9, he would have had 27 eco. I have 75, so I have the eco count. I should be able to basically do anything I want. I do drop this castle in his face to knock out this TC, but his army's not even over there. He doesn't care. He's an imp. I'm an imp. Pretty close behind him, but he's got the upper hand. If he tries to make a treb here, we're screwed. I don't know why I didn't make a treb here. Well, I do, but I don't know why I didn't make it sooner. And I need to be making trebs out of this. But again, I have stuff for it. I just don't make the trebs. I don't know why, because it could have easily knocked this castle out. He took so long to do it. And then I don't know why I am attacking this. Like, I just don't know why. I don't know why I did it. Because we got, what, 14 cav archers, a spear, and then we got 2 Megadai, I think, believe. Or not Megadai, whatever their thing is. I don't remember what it is. But we should have been attacking, yet we wait for the trebuchet to knock us out. And then what do? We send up our guys and watch what we do. So skirms, right? So basically we end up losing 6 or 7 of the cav archers trying to just knock out that treb. Not worth it. This one, these trebs we bring in to knock this castle out. I did not know about this castle till it was too late. So a throw there. And basically this game was all about throwing. I had so many times when I could have won. Even here, look at the score. I have a big eco. I have double the eco he does. I throw down a castle here, but I don't have anything that can knock out this army. If I make, look at my res. If I make a bunch of farms, I make a bunch of knights like he does, this game's over. I kill all his skirms. He only has 9 knights out, 7 knights out. If I just make 7 knights, I pretty much mop up his whole army and pretty much just throw this one. And honestly, just not. I thought I could overpower him. Is what happened. I have 1500 score. I remember looking at the score and being like, wow, he must have no eco at all. And he really doesn't. But I didn't do anything to punish that. I didn't do anything to kill his army. I just let his army chill here, kill my guys one by one. I sent a bunch of rams, capped rams, to try to knock out this. Still couldn't do it. Like, he puts a castle here, which is GG. And then at this point, I'm like, oh, I need something. And so I went into spear and pikemen, or spears here. And it's just a little too late at this point. He has 36 army. I have 9. He runs in on him before I could get these made. And it's pretty much just GG from that point. It sucks because I just played it wrong. I tried to just overpower him and out-eco him instead of attacking, and it pretty much just ended up costing me. I mean, there's nothing really else to say about it. It just ended up costing me because I didn't do a good enough job. And see, like, look at all these pike I have ready to come out, which is fine, except for it's too late. Pike don't do anything versus skirm, really. Especially, I mean, it does things against the knights, but look, he's already in my base. He's got 3 castles here, which I can't take out. He has 1 lonely treb that just keeps knocking out everything. Now he's going to push it aside, knock out my buildings here. Here I got 17 pike. Not able to do anything with them. And honestly, just a big throw here. Just a big throw here. He mops up my guys over here. I got a treb trying to run back. I didn't even realize he had a TC here. So he's already in 3 TCs. I got 3 TCs going. I had the eco lead. He's slowly just catching up. Got a bunch of cap rams here. I'm thinking, okay, we'll send these all towards this guy, but I need to make some cav with it to kind of run with them. Again, too late on the cav choice there, or the scouts there. It's just too late at that point. As all my pike buildings are knocked out. Now we're losing houses and everything. And then as you see, you'll eventually see, I'll run out of pop space because all the houses they knocked down. But pretty much this one's pretty much over. I just never recovered from this. Kind of one last push on this castle. Still can't do it because of those 6 knights. 6 knights. See all the scout cavalry. You see all the res I have. I just didn't play. Even at this point, switching the knight here might have still won me the game, but I just couldn't do enough. And yeah, I just couldn't do enough to bring it back. On Land Madness, I had so many chances to win this one, and just couldn't do it. And even here, I'm like, okay, I need to get more people out, get the SARS out, get pikemen out. But they just kept destroying my buildings as I built them, and pretty much enough's enough. And the GG's, because yeah, it's just way too overpowered at this point. And the sad thing is, I still have even more eco than he does, and I out-ecoed him through the whole game. But the biggest thing is I never got anything out to counter what he had out. If I would have even just sent out exactly what he had, I could have created more. I could have overpowered him. But I just couldn't do it. Couldn't get it done. As you see here, he got to feudal before we did. We got to castle a long time before we did. And right here, look at this power spike. This, I should have been able to knock him out here with this, and like the military and everything, very even. Right to what here, 19, 18. No, I died there, but like 19 there. He had 18. I should have been able to fight him off there, going into imp, and then he got to imp before me. This is way too long, from 20 to 38. It took me 20 minutes to get to imp. That just should not happen. Just shouldn't happen. Just screwed it up. Military wise, he just did a lot better on kills. I did not make stuff good enough to fight him off there. And then the eco, this is the sad part. I almost doubled every eco category, but I just didn't make the army. I even had the relic gold of 300. I just didn't have the army to get it done. So that is that's our first game that I kind of casted on myself. And the biggest things on this are, I should have went with knights to start it out. I should have done more raids on his eco. And then once I saw what he had and looked at the score, I should have known that his eco was not strong enough to support knights and skirms the rest of the way. So I should have switched out of the Cav Archers, because those weren't working with all those skirms. I should have switched out of the Cav Archers and should have went with Knights or even Hussar. I had so much, I could have just overwhelmed them as far as the eco goes. So hopefully next time we get in the situation, we kind of know what we should do, and hopefully then we can do a better job. So that's going to be it for this. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, because I'm going to post a lot more content on this channel. It is my second channel, and I wanted to post stuff on here that is not on my main channel, because the main channel is already all over the place. I didn't want to add even more to it. So any other games I play or anything, it will be over here on the secondary channel. This is probably where almost all my stuff for Age of Empires is going to come. So if you're an Age of Empires fan and you want to kind of learn and grow with me, I'm going to do a bunch of videos about learning how to get out of 700s, learning how to get out of 800s, and all that stuff. I'm going to do a bunch of videos on that. So if you'd like to watch that, guys, make sure you hit the red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one.